is the Roomba. It is the iRobot Roomba 761 robotic vacuum. You've seen it, I'm sure. You want one, I know. And so many of you wait for it to show up here at QVC because you know we're going to give you the best deal. You know that we're going to do easy pay. And today, since it is that best find that you're going to find all day on the Deuce, well, guess what? We've got it on 6 easy monthly payments of $60 with free shipping and handling. Special financing is available for those of you who are shopping with your Q card, and I'll explain. And basically is the best pack-up that we've offered to you so far on the Roomba. We've offered this before. A lot of you right now are probably watching and going, but I haven't seen it on QVC yet. That's because every time we bring it to you, it is usually here for less than 1 day before it is completely sold out. What we've brought to you today has made it even better than ever, as if it could get any better, because this, and I'm telling you, this is the first time I presented it, and I have thrown our guest Diana Irvine every question under the sun. And her answer every single time is, well, yeah, it does that. Yeah, it does. Well, it doesn't do that. It does something better. Every single time. This is what you're getting for $2 a day until you pay it off, and then it's yours forever. It is the iRobot Roomba 761 robotic vacuum. It cleans every room in the house. I don't care what kind of flooring you have. It knows, it adjusts, and it cleans it effortlessly. We are giving you now, which we've never done before, 2 of these units right here. And they're called virtual walls. They will help you block off certain areas of the house if you need to, if you want to, quote unquote, tell the Roomba not to clean that particular room that day. We're giving you the remote control, although you will rarely ever need it, because guess what? You can program this to clean your house while you're there, while you're away, at any given time, up to 7 days in a row. It's V35302. With special financing, free shipping and handling, the highest easy pay that we offer, all that's left is for you to let us know how many you would like. And by the way, guys, if you already own the Roomba, would you do us a favor and call us on our testimonial lines? I want to hear your stories about how much easier it's made life for you. The number is 1-800-600-1556. But it's time for me to pause for a moment and let Diana Irvine come in and do a little bit more bragging about this guy. Diana, it's so good to see you, hon.
Nice to be with you.
Isn't it true? I threw you every question. Well, does it? What if I'm not home? What if I have this kind of flooring? What if I do this? And every answer you gave me was, yeah, it does that.
Yep.
It does that. It does it even better.
It does. And what's so neat about iRobot and the Roomba is that this is actually created by a company who's been around over 25 years that is a robotics company that has created a vacuum. Not just a vacuum company that's created a cool robot. This is made to be that robot that is going to go around and do that fantastic cleaning for you so you can do other things. It's a matter of pushing a button, tell it to clean, and that's how hard your vacuuming will be.
All right, so that quick little setup is probably the only time we're going to spend over here at the table, because we have to come over and show you all the hard work that the Roomba is doing for us.
And so Jen, when you were starting to introduce it, what was neat was the fact that you could be relaxing on the couch, you could be talking to friends, and your robot will just go to work on your hard floors, on your carpet, you know, anywhere that
doing both though at the same time.
That's right. And so there's a lot of technology built inside this. In fact, I'm going to show you one thing here because I think this is neat. When you get your robot at home, you can use it for a little while just to play with it, but then charge it up. And 2 things, you can either press clean and let it go to town on its own. You can program it 7 days a week. It will program for every day of the week if you want, or you can pick your days. Or you can use this remote and you can actually manually drive it yourself.
That's great.
So if you decide, you know what, I want to drive this myself, you can do that. And what's so neat is that the brushes are so intuitive that it will actually, I'm just driving it myself here. Now I'm going to let it clean on its own to show you. It actually is much better at driving itself than I am at
this I want to see, because we're talking about a couple of things. A ledge,
right,
which it's not going to fall over. We're talking about
a baseboard.
A baseboard.
Where it's actually getting up on the quarter round of the baseboard. So if you're a pet owner and you've always wanted something to make vacuuming easier.
And hair bunnies along the wall.
Exactly. I love it. I have 2 dogs, I have 4 children and a husband, and I'll tell you, this has been my cleaning savior. In fact, I named mine, so mine at home is Robbie. This is actually Xavier, for those of you that are watching. And what I love about it
They're
is
all guys so far, by the way.
Well, no, I do have Flo, too.
Oh, okay.
But you can have fun with it. But most importantly, know that this thing really works. So you may say, you know, does this work? Is it just a gimmick? And maybe 20 years ago, you might have thought it's a gimmick. But today, the technology is so superior that this thing will take such a load off of your honey-do list because it will vacuum for you.
Well, okay. look at this animation here. It's kind of explaining part of what this
So
is
that's
doing.
the side brush, and so that's what you saw going on the quarter round on the baseboards. And then you have two brushes. You have a bristle brush and a rubber brush. Those two work in conjunction with our three-stage cleaning system. So you have the side brush that sweeps it in, you have your two brushes in the middle that lift it out of the carpet or off the floor, and then you have our really nice high-tech suction that puts it in that bin. So here's another great example. So let's say you have a mess at home, and it's just in a concentrated area. So you take your robot, so I'm going to take Xavier here over, and I put him on top of this mess. So this looks like pine needles and dirt and hair, and say, you know what? Go to town. So what I'm going to do, you can either hit spot on here, or you can hit spot on your robot, and it tells it to clean in that spot. So what's going to happen is he's going to go around a 3-foot radius around this dirt spot, and he's going to go through with his technology. He's going to clean that spot, and he will actually go on and off the carpet wherever the dirt is in that 3-foot radius, and he is going to get that area spick and span. So you didn't have to get out the big vacuum. You know, this sure takes away from having to push and pull and fuss with an 18-pound vacuum. This will become such a lifesaver for so many of you.
This is great.
Yeah, and he just goes to
in this
town
expanding
and does his thing.
radius until he's completely done. Now that he's gone off the carpet.
He'll go back on.
Again, I'm referencing it as though it were a guy. You
Yeah,
got me
well, this
doing
one
it.
I
That's-
named Xavier.
Okay,
so.
Xavier, so I'm safe.
But you see, what he has is a lot of technology inside. We have special technology called iAdapt. And there's 6 features that the iRobot has that you're going to love. One of which is this dirt detect, where it sensed that there's a lot of dirt. We put him on spot, and he's going to go around, and he's actually going to clean. You're also going to see in a few minutes cliff detect. So you may wonder, okay, am I really going to invest in this? And what if it falls down the stairs? Nope, it has cliff detect. It will not go down the stairs. It also has escape behavior. So if it gets in and around things where you think, oh, he's never going to get out, yep, he'll remember and he'll get out. It also has a really neat technology called here we go, we'll get going here. It also has a neat technology called Dirt Detect, which I showed you with the spot cleaning. Anti-tangle, so if it gets around wires or it gets around your any kind of cables or it gets around any type of laces, you're not going to worry about that. It also features the wall follow, which I showed you at the beginning, and the light touch. So if you're going around, for example, under a bed skirt or around a curtain, you don't have to worry because it will sense it and it will go slowly right through those areas and clean in and around that. So if you've never cleaned under your bed because it's just too much work,
rarely do.
now you can do it with ease.
This is probably easier for me to ask you what this thing cannot do versus what it can do.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I want to do this demonstration, and then when we come out of that, I want to talk about the whole scheduling option
Yes.
of it and how, you know, while it's also cleaning, while you're not, you can tell it exactly when so that you don't even have to think about it for like a week at a time.
Exactly. And so iRobot's really gone to the next level, making this even more convenient. And this is an empty bin here that I want to show you, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here in this robot, and I'm going to hit start. And this floor here looks perfectly clean. So what I'm illustrating here is that even if your carpet looks clean, this still does a nice deep cleaning for you because of that 3-stage cleaning process. This floor over here
Is clearly
has
not.
pet hair and it has paper clips and other things in it. So if you want, if you hit that button 2 times, I'll hit mine 2 times. And then we'll let these go to town and clean for a moment.
right.
And so what's going to happen in a minute is we'll actually check to see if this robot here picked up anything, and you'll see that this one will have done its job. Now, one of the things you asked me about while they're cleaning is you asked me about scheduling.
Right.
So scheduling is really neat because right here on your robot is actually a scheduling button. And you push that button, the first thing you're going to do is actually set the actual time. Very simple with hour and minute. And then what you'll do is you'll pick the day of the week that you want. So you can actually move through the days of the week, and that will allow you then to actually set it. So let's say you want it on Friday at 1:15. So every Friday at 1:15 will go off. But say you want to move it to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You can do 7-day-a-week scheduling with this. You never have to do anything except for empty its bin on occasion. I usually recommend if you run it daily, empty it every day or every other day. Because basically when it's full, it will go and dock itself. Then you know, okay, it's time for me to empty that bin out.
You don't even have to think about charging the thing, because when it's done, it takes itself back to the docking station and starts charging itself for the next day
Yes.
at that time that you've already programmed it for. And when you look at this from underneath, you can see how, I mean, this is like a
Yeah.
four-wheel drive vehicle, right?
So these are spring-loaded wheels. So you'll see when your robot's going around the home, maybe you have a threshold from dining room, into living room, or kitchen into dining room. It will actually climb up and over the threshold, go up and over the side of carpets, which is nice because of that. And then, of course, here's where your brushes are. So here's your bristle brush and here's your rubber brush. What happens is, in the 3-stage cleaning process, your side brush takes everything in, sends it into the center, and then these guys pull it out of the carpet or off the hard floor, and they put it into the dustbin.
Take a look at this. This kind of breaks that down for you. Then I want to see the results of this
Yes.
little demonstration here, because it looks like these guys are done.
Yeah, so this is a little picture that tells you what I just spoke about. It basically tells you 3-stage cleaning. The side winding brush works on the sides, scoops, sends the dirt into the middle, then your counter-rotating brushes pull up the dirt, and then it goes with that powerful vacuum into the dustbin. So now let's check out what these guys have done, because I think it's important when this rug looks clean.
P.S. I
see.
love that we got to sit there
So
and have a nice
both
little
of these-
chat while they were cleaning.
Yeah, we could have had coffee
Right?
or
Where's the coffee,
gone out
guys?
to lunch. Both of these carpets look clean, but you saw this carpet before looked pretty clean. But look what was in this carpet. This
Yeah.
is what I pulled out of this carpet. All of this hair and sand and dirt was in this carpet, and you didn't see it. And this brush in this bin will continue to pack full until it can't hold it any longer. And then it'll be time to empty it. So it's very simple, very intuitive, and very helpful when it comes to household cleaning.
And I'm so glad that you showed us this, because Diana, you kind of touched on it earlier, and you said, is this a gimmick? Is it a fad, right? Because all of this cool stuff that you're seeing really doesn't mean all that much if it's not a really good vacuum cleaner to begin with,
Exactly.
right? But you'll see that it is a powerful vacuum cleaner, one that's actually detecting even very fine particulate.
Yes.
So let's do this demonstration, and then I want to head back over and show everybody what they
Okay.
get and break down the whole virtual wall
So
story.
what I want to illustrate here is we saw it on carpet. Now I'm going to show you that on hard floor it works like a charm as well. So this is cereal. My daughter dumped half a box of cereal. I stepped on it to make it worse, because that's what happens in my house.
Right.
But whether it's fine particulate or whether it's chunky like the cereal, it's going to clean it up. Now don't be alarmed by the fact that you might see a little bit scattering. It's fine. It's part of the process. It will go
It's
back
gonna
and
keep
pick
going
it
till
up.
it's done.
You don't have to mind your robot. When you get it home, you're going to be intrigued. I know my parents have Charlie at their house, and they like to call me every time Charlie's working, and they have to sit and watch him for a while.
Can't wait to
'cause
find out
it's
what
so
you're gonna name yours at home.
fascinating. But what he'll do is he'll clean, he'll climb up, just like he did there, clean over the mats, in and around, go into the corners. And you may wonder, how does a round vacuum get in the corners? Well, that's because of that side winding
These
brush.
little brushes, the
That
little white
side
brushes that you
brush.
see right
Yep,
there.
and see the bumper that gently went across onto the baseboard there. He will work his way through. When we come back to this in about 2 minutes, this whole floor will be cleaned
All
up.
right, so you keep going. Wait, which one is that one?
I don't
What's
know.
his name?
Let's give it a name. Frank?
Oh, yeah, producer said Lila. Is that what you said?
Lila,
All right,
okay,
Lila,
that's Lila.
our first gal of the bunch. All right, I already got that name. Guys, this is our QVC2 Big Deal. And where on our main channel, we kick off the Today's Special Value at midnight, here we kick it off at 9 p.m. So you're getting the very first look. That first look should come with a bit of a warning or a caveat, because every time we bring the Roomba to you, it doesn't last here very long. And what we've done here is kept the price far below retail. Your retail value is $484.99, because what you're getting here includes some if sold separately items that a lot of people come back to the Roomba website to pick up to continue to maximize what they're getting.
Yes.
At QVC, we go straight to the company. We say, give us the best deal. We turn around, give that deal to you, and most of the time put it on a great easy pay, like we're doing today. Because while it is far less than $485, it's still an investment. So we give you two options. Easy pay, 6 of them for $60. I don't know anybody who wouldn't be willing to pay someone $2 to vacuum their entire home for them
Yes,
that
I'm
day.
game for that.
Thank you.
$2 is worth the price of
And
admission.
if you're shopping with the Q card, looks like that. You know it if you already have it. If you don't, call us or go to QVC.com and open up the Q card. It's the QVC credit card. Because what we're offering today on our QVC2 Big Deal is special financing. What that means is you have 9 months to pay it off interest-free if it's paid in full. This is what you are getting. The same little inset window that you see right now, she's hard at work, is this right here. Good for all homes, all surfaces, all lifestyles, all schedules, because it's on its own schedule. You tell it when. You get the remote control. What we're including this time, actually, that I didn't mention before, that we've never done before, are 2 of the
additional.
filters. And these guys last forever.
Yeah, so you get 4 filters, so you have 2 backups.
Awesome. These little red tools here help you clean the brushes that
You
are
got
underneath
it,
the Roomba.
and they work like a charm.
This is the docking station. I love, Diana, how you said you actually have your docking station underneath the sofa.
I have
think.
it because this has low clearance. You can put this underneath the sofa against a wall. You want to put this against the wall, and then you don't even see your robot when he's not working or she's not
I
working.
like showing it off though.
Well,
I think I
that's
would want
fun
people
too.
to know that I
You
have
can
it.
do whatever you want.
All right, and then 2 of the virtual walls. Can you explain this for us?
So the virtual wall is like an electric or invisible fence that you have for your pets, for your dogs. Basically what it does is it blocks things off. So for example, let's say there's an end of the house where you have someone sleeping and you don't want the robot going there. You could block off the doorway or a hallway. You know, maybe you have a dog dish and you don't want the robot to go near the